Nancy and I are at Canyonlands. We're at the Island in the Sky Visitor Center, and we're going to walk across the street here. This national park, like a lot of them out here, is busy, and as the day progresses, it's just going to get busier. So we're here early. We got here around 9, and we're going to try to get in as much as we can early to try to beat the crowds. But this is an overlook that's right across from the visitor center. So we want to go out here and have a look, and then we want to hurry and get in the car and head up to Mesa Arch. It is a 0.6 mile trail over to a beautiful arch. But this overlook is spectacular, and the reason it's called Island in the Sky is that we are basically out on an island and overlooking this area here. And as you can see, it is just absolutely spectacular what we're looking at here. And I'm going to try to go over there a little bit and see if I can get a better viewpoint. So I'm almost over here to the edge, and the viewpoint is just so gorgeous. Look at that. And yes, that is a road down there. There's a road that goes down to the bottom down there. I think it's called Schaefer Trail. And if you do not have a properly equipped vehicle, you will absolutely burn up your brakes going down there. But it is really, really beautiful looking back through there. And I think we're probably about 1,500 feet above what you're looking at down there. But isn't that beautiful through there? All right, for those of you who are afraid of heights, now would be a good time to turn away. Well, we are at Mesa Arch Trail, and as you can see from the parking lot, it is a crowded trail. And so what we're going to do is we're going to try to go up here and do the best we can with the crowds that are here, and see what kind of video we can shoot. So this is a relatively short loop trail. We come back that way. We can come back that way, but it's supposed to be like 0.6 miles out to this arch. And I said it's early. I think it's almost 10 o'clock, but it's only about 79 degrees out right now, so it doesn't feel too awful bad. And now I'll look back behind us here, and of course there's Nancy coming up the trail. But let's walk on up. If you look over on this side off the trail, it's just sand, lots and lots of sand and scrub. Over there I see some prickly pear cactus, and I think that's rabbit bush over there. And there's a little bit of Mormon tea. Look off there in the distance. That's one place we're heading, is to those overlooks up there. But we're going to head on up the trail here. All right, I think we're close over here, and you can start to see some of the overlook up here, also looking down into some of the canyons and the plateaus on the canyons. Navigate these steps here. And it looks like there's a nice overlook over there. Some people are standing on it. So. All right, there's the arch. We're going to get as close as we can to it and get some nice video, just sort of making sure that we're staying on the trail. I've already seen people get off the trail to take a shortcut, and they're damaging the cryptobiotic soil that they're walking on by doing that. So we want to make sure we stay on the trail. And I'm just going to let the camera run for a little bit. Nancy's following back there behind. She's doing okay. She's trying to remember all the trails that we were on where it seemed like the trail was never ending. This is not one of those trails. But just thinking back, and isn't that beautiful, that arch? I've known photographers to come out before sunrise and get a picture of the sun coming through the arch there. And it's just really, really pretty. Of course, there's so many people around, you can't get a good clear view of the arch. But let's see here.
You guys want me to take it?
There,
Got it. Okay.
Good?
All right, thank you.
there is the view through the arch. My goodness, look at that out there. Here's the actual arch itself, and it's a little windy right here. But you can look down through the arch there. I'm gonna get over here a little bit. And that's pretty spectacular, the view down there. And then this is the arch itself. And I can understand why people want to come and see this, because having an arch right here on the edge is pretty cool. This is one end of a mesa arch right here. You see where it goes right there, and then it extends on over that way. And trust me, it is a long, long way down there. Nancy tells me I don't realize how deep it is, but I can look and see that it is very, very deep. Look at there's a hole over here in that fin. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a hole in that fin over there. But isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. You can see over here the dark areas and the streaks. That's that desert varnish over there. And then looking back over this intense canyon with all the cuts in it. That fin through there with the hole in it. And then looking back over here at the Mesa Arch. It's just a beautiful area. And I know some people would say, I want to go to the beach. Like, no, you would never see anything like this at the beach. And but you might see a shark if you go to the beach. But I guarantee there's no sharks here. Just beautiful, beautiful scenery. Well, it was cool, Mesa Arch. I've seen it a lot more crowded than that in pictures. So I guess it could have been worse. But we're making our way back to the car now, and going through a lot of like little gnats. So I'm glad we sprayed a little bit anyway before we left on the trail. But we're going to drive around now and check out some more overviews. I should say overlooks, to get a good overview of the valley. And just enjoy our day here. There's a nice breeze blowing, so it does feel a little bit comforting to have that breeze blowing. So we are at Upheaval Dome in Canyonlands National Park, Islands in the Sky District. We're just going to go up here to the overlook of the dome. We're not going to hike the whole trail that goes around it, or there is actually a spur, I think, that goes down into it. We're just going to head on up to the dome here. All right, so here we are on our trail. Just barely got started on it. A few people have passed us going the other way. So It looked like the parking lot wasn't too full, but it was full enough. But we found an easy place to park that's close to the trailhead. And we're going to be making our way on up here and just enjoying this. Nancy and I, we want to get there she is behind, she's coming, she's taking some pictures. We want to get these hikes over with before the heat sets in. So that's why we're trying to get all this done this morning. It's 11 o'clock, so right after noon that heat is going to start settling in here, and we don't want to be any part of that. But right now there is a nice little breeze blowing every once in a while that provides a little bit of comfort. So here's our sign, and the sign points out the Syncline Trail, which we do not want, but we're going to go to the first overlook there. Maybe the second, we'll see. So we're going to head up this way. All right, so these are the steps that go up to the rim, and they are a little steep. They're not bad, but we're going to head on up to the top then. Quite a few years since I've been up here. Last time I was here, I came, it might have been me and Jenna, it might have just been me, but I think it was me and Jenna hiked up here. Oh, look at that. Very deep. That wind feels really, really nice right now. However it got here, I thank God for it. It is so interesting, so unique. And there is a trail that goes all the way around the rim here and comes back over here, and there's a trail that goes part of the way down into there. But you can see the different colors and shades down there. You can see that jagged there in the middle. I'm gonna pull the camera a little closer, try to guard from the wind. All right, since we're up here at Upheaval Dome, and you can see the salt dome down there, I'm gonna do a swing around, so excuse the wind, but I just want to sort of show you what we're looking at here. And it's just up on top of this crater edge. So it's pretty cool. Excuse my hand, trying to block the wind. Well, we made it to the first overlook, and it's really cool. It is really cool. There's a lot more hiking to be done up there, but unfortunately it's getting warm, so we're going to head back to the car, grab something to drink, and then go to some overlooks around here. Okay, we are at the Green River Overlook, and we're going to walk out there and overlook something. Hopefully it'll be the Green River. What do you think, Nance?
Won't be the Blue River.
There, off in the distance, you can see the Green River. try to go around to the other side or go up on this. There's a large rock over here and see if I can get a little bit of a better vantage point. Oh, look at that, folks. Look how deep that is there. And again, you can see out there the Green River, how it flows through those canyons there. And down further along here, through there you can see a road down there. And that would be pretty cool to be down there driving along that road. Well, this is probably our final stop here in Canyonlands before we head on back. We might stop at the visitor center on the way back, just momentarily, but here is the grand viewpoint. There is a 1 mile rim walk, which we will not do. It is only 85 degrees according to the car thermometer, but because we're at 6,080 feet, I think here at Grand Viewpoint, it is hot. The sun just beating down on you here. So let's walk on over and get a view of the Grand Viewpoint. It's not been as crowded today here as I thought it would be. I thought it would be very crowded, but it is a Monday. So maybe that's one reason it's not so crowded. Oh my, look down there. Isn't that spectacular? We'll go on up here. Get some more views. Oh, look at that. And I'm telling you right now, the video is not doing it justice. Look, it's like there's a layer here, and then it drops down, and there's some more layers down there. Look at that. Look, and something just flew overhead and cast a big shadow right there. Look at that. Here he comes back. All right, for those of you who are the faint of heart, here's your warning. Turn away.